This is an advanced Vinyasa practice, so be sure to listen to your body, respect it, and focus on the breath. Begin in mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Leading with the chin, long exhale, fold forward, and then look to navel. Inhale, look up, lift the chin. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. And down dog, exhale, pressing the heart towards the feet. Inhale, right leg up, bend the knee, opening the hip. Exhale, step outside the right hand. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, reaching it to the left, and repeat 5 times. On the exhale, bend the left arm to reach through. Inhale, straightens the arm like a side plank. Then we'll move into Skandasana, turning towards the left side of the mat, squat into the back leg. Inhale, center. Again, exhale, left leg squatting. Inhale, center, and repeat a few more times. Just gradually loading up that left leg. Then we'll turn to the front of the mat, bending the knee, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up, open the hip. Exhale, step outside the left hand. Inhale, left arm to the sky. And exhale, threading through to the right. And repeat. Inhale to lift the arm. Exhale, threading through. So in that threading, we're bending the right elbow to create more space and get low to the ground. Back leg stays as straight as you can keep it. And next exhale, turn to the right side, pivoting the right foot out to Skandasana. Inhale, center. Exhale, right leg squatting, and repeat a few more times. Using the floor for support underneath the hands. Turning to the front of the mat, bend the knee, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise the right leg, open the hip, keeping the knee bent, big circles in the hip joint, all the while lengthening your right side body. Allowing the right chest and the pelvis to turn to the side. Next exhale, step outside the right hand. Easy twist, right arm up. Moving into Skandasana at the back of the mat. So if possible, take it up to Warrior 2 on the in-breath. Back to Skandasana on the exhalation. And repeat that movement. Heavy through the front heel as you come up. And then squatting on the exhale. Quite challenging. And squatting into the back leg, we'll hold the posture. You're welcome to bind, wrapping the left arm around the shin. Grabbing hold of the right wrist or fingers. Breathe. Think of turning the heart away from the squatting leg. You're welcome to bow the heart towards the floor as well to refine the pose. Then walking the hands to the front of the mat, easy twist, planting the left palm, right arm up, and breathe. Go on to the outer edges of the feet, turning both feet towards the right side. Strong in the left core, lifting the pelvis away from the ground. Lowering the hand, downward facing dog. With an inhale, lift the left leg, bending the knee, big circles through the left hip. Allowing some of the weight to shift into the right hand and shoulder, lengthening left side body, contracting the right side. Next exhale, step outside the left hand. Then planting the right palm, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of the mat, squatting into the right leg. Warrior 2, inhale, Virabhadrasana B. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana again, and repeat the Vinyasa. Heavy through the heels. Working the glutes is an excellent posture for your glute and hamstring strength. Very challenging. Then sitting into Skandasana, wrap the right arm around the shin, attempting to catch the left fingers or wrists to bind. And turn your heart to the left, turning away from the squatting leg. We can also bow the heart towards the floor while keeping that right side of the core strong. Steady breath. Releasing the bind, turn to the front of the mat. Easy twist, left arm up to the sky, planting the right palm. And breathe. Strong through the outer edges of the feet. Pelvis lifting away from the earth. Releasing the pose, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, open the hip. Go onto the tips of the right fingers and hold. Option 2, wild thing. Go onto the outer edge of your left foot. Land the right toes behind you. Turn the heart to the sky. Back to down dog. Keep the right leg up, fall in triangle. Bringing that leg over to the left arm up to the sky. Try hovering the lower leg, working the inner thigh muscles. Great posture to strengthen the adductors. Back to down dog, open the hip. Exhale, step outside the right hand. Gecko on the forearms. So with the forearms on the floor, back leg straight. You're going to rock forward and back, pushing off the toes to send the heart forward, and then reaching back through the heel. And pause at a sweet spot. Shoulder blades spreading, shoulders away from ears. Tension through the core. Lowering the back knee, we're going to turn the right hip out. Right arm reaches back for the foot, twisting. Pull that left foot in towards the sacrum. You can also explore resisting the foot against the hand to deepen the twist, turning the heart open to the sky. And then letting go, straighten the back leg, and then turn the foot out, Skandasana, back leg squatting, binding around the shin. Breathe. Keep opening the chest as you work the left arm back into the shin. Strong through the left side core. Incorporating that little bit of rotation through the spine. Releasing the bind, turn to the front of the mat, downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg up, open the hip, get light on the left palm, go onto the tips of left fingers. Option 2, wild thing, landing the toes behind you. Slowly come back to down dog. Keep that left leg up. Fall in triangle, planting the left palm, right arm up to the sky. Lifting the left leg away from the floor. Again, if that's too much, you could rest the foot on the ground off to the right. But try to work the inner thigh muscles. Back to down dog, lift the leg again. Exhale, step outside left hand. Gecko lunge on the forearms. Shoulders away from ears. Rock forward and back, pushing off your right toes. And then reaching back through the heel. As we rock forward, that loads the shoulder more. As we reach back through the heel, it works the range of the motion in the front leg more. Let's hold that position. Lifting the head, lower the back knee, and then turning your left foot and hip out. Exhale to reach that left arm back for the foot. Pulling the foot in towards the sacrum. Phase 2, kick the foot out into the hand, turning the chest open. Not much to see. Releasing the pose, straighten the back leg, press through your palms, and transition to Skandasana at the back of the mat, right leg squatting, and bind. Left arm up and around the back. Catch hold of the left fingers or wrist, and breathe. Exhale to let go. Exhale, let go. Hands forward to downward dog. Spinal wave. On the exhale, tuck the chin and curl forward through the vertebra, all the way to up dog. Then lifting the chin, inhale, down dog. And repeat. So the chin tucks as we curl all the way to up dog. End of the movement, we lift the chin and press the hips back. Continue moving with the breath. Arms are straight through the whole movement. Legs are straight. Next exhale, bend the knees, look thumbs. Inhale, jump forward, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, head down. Inhale, standing, lift the arms overhead. Look to thumbs. Exhale, samastitihi, mountain. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Inhale, look up, pull through the arms. Exhale, fold, legs straight, and breathe. Keeping the quadriceps toned up, be sure to lean forward into the balls of the feet. So that connects us to the tripod of the foot, heel to forefoot, little toe to big toe. Next exhale, bend the knees, let go. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, arms up. Gazing thumbs. Breathe steady. With an exhale, fold forwards. Crow pose Bakasana. Inhale, leaning into the hands, bend the arms. And breathe. Keep the chin up, gazing past the hands. Press the inner heels together. Round your back. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Raise the right leg, inhale. Pointing the foot, exhale to tap the back of your heel. And repeat, so you can swing a little quicker than your breath. Dynamic movement, swinging up, engaging the glutes, tapping the heel. Lift the leg and hold the position, bracing the core. Keep the leg lifted as high as you can, but keep pulling the front ribs in, relaxing the low back. With an exhale, step right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, Virabhadrasana B, warrior two. Inhale, straight legs. Exhale, triangle, hand to the shin, or touch the floor outside your leg. And breathe, gazing top thumb. Strong in the forefoot. With an inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, bound side angle. Top arm behind the back. Right arm reaches under the leg to catch hold of the top wrist or fingers. Strong in the right side core, turning your chest open. With an exhale, take both hands to the back of your ankle, and then bow the head towards the ground, just behind your foot. Rounding the spine. Actively press your shoulder against the back of that right leg. And prepare to arm balance, hands to the floor under the shoulders, straighten the arms. Pick up the right foot like a crow. And then bend the elbows. Attempt to lift the left leg up as well. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left side, raising the left leg, point the foot, and then tap the right heel. And repeat, swing and tap, swing and tap. Staying strong through the leg. Hugging the midline between the thighs, even as that glute engages to lift the leg. And then lift and hold, bracing the core, drawing the front ribs in, pointing the foot. Exhale, left foot steps forward, back foot flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one, drishti thumbs. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straight legs. Trikonasana, extended triangle, left hand to the shin, or lightly touch the ground, under the shoulder, just outside the leg. Press the feet away from each other to awaken the glutes of the back leg, so as of the front leg. Next inhale, come up, warrior two. Exhale, bound side angle, left arm inside the leg, right arm behind the back. Try to grab hold of the right wrist or fingers and breathe. Turning the right chest open, squeezing the right shoulder blade to middle back. Exhale, look down, hands to the back of the ankle, and bow the head down, tuck the chin. So you're aiming your head behind your heel. It is possible to put the leg behind the head here, still keeping the foot on the floor. Possible for some people. And that would be one of the safest ways to explore leg behind the head, if that's something that interests you. Transitioning to arm balancing, hands to the floor under the shoulders. Straighten the arms and pick up the left foot, heel to sit bone. Phase 2, bend the elbows, shifting forward. Lift the right leg. Next phase, try to straighten that right leg. And cat's in the way. Down slowly. Chaturanga when you can. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg, opening the hip. Exhale, knee to left arm. Again, inhale, leg up. Exhale, knee to left arm. Aim it just above the elbow if you can. And once more, lift. Knee just above the elbow. We're going to bend the elbow and move into side crow with scissor legs. Straightening the leg off to the left. And then take the legs back to downward dog. Right leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Left arm up to the sky. Exhale, twisting. We're going to take that left arm outside the leg. Half or full bind. Right arm behind the back. Looking over your right shoulder towards the back of the room. Extra challenge, straighten the back leg. Lifting the back knee. And next phase from there is fully lifting the back leg. Bound, revolved, half moon. Look to your front ankle as that back leg comes up. And breathe. You're welcome to stay at any of the previous phases. Lowering the foot, release the bind. Warrior two. Exhale to windmill the arms to the floor past your right foot. Half crow, pick up the right foot, heel to sit bone. Option to lift the back leg as well, maybe pressing to handstand. And chaturanga. Continue through your vinyasa to down dog. Left leg up on an inhale. Exhale, knee to the right arm. And repeat 2 times. Leg up. Exhale, knee to the outer arm. And then last one, bring that knee to the outside of the arm, bending your elbows for side crow. Legs bent or straight, depending on the space you have around you today. We'll have to make certain concessions with home practice. And then from downward dog, lift the left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Right arm up, inhale, bending the front knee. Exhale, reverse the bend to twist, helping your arm outside the leg. Half or full bind. Keeping the knee down initially, turn the chest open. Chill out for a little bit. The storm is coming. Find your breath. Look to the front foot. Heavy through the heel, slowly straighten the back leg. You can stay there. The more you go on the tiptoes of the back foot, the harder it's going to be. Or fully lift the back leg. Bound, revolved, half moon. Releasing the bind, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the arms towards the front of the mat. And then pick up the left foot to half crow, heel to sit bone. Phase two, lift the right leg. And chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Roll forward to high plank. Exhale, lay down onto the belly, locust pose. Hands stay in a chaturanga. Lift the legs and squeeze them together. Breathe. Hug the inner thigh muscles. Releasing the pose, half frog. Right forearm parallel to the front of the mat. Exhale to reach the left hand back for the foot, pressing the foot just outside of the hip. And then resist the foot up against the hand. Exhale to let go, other side. Right hand reaches back on the next exhale, catching the foot. Meanwhile, your left forearm is pulling in to lift the heart, opening the chest. Strong in the glutes, resist the foot against the hand. Exhale to let go. And then bow pose, catching the insides of both feet. So catching the inner ankles, different way to do it. Great way to open the chest. Knees up. And then squeeze your hands and your ankles against each other. The legs are hugging in, the hands are pressing out. And release. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, raise the right leg, open the hip. Exhale, pigeon. Bring your knee behind the right wrist, keep the joint closed. You're going to keep the pelvis lifting away from the floor as that right hand reaches back, either pulling the foot in or flip the grip. Starting with the right hand only. Over time, you can take that left arm up as well. Chin tucks, encouraging the heart to stay lifted. If that feels really stable, you might consider taking the head back. And then exhale to release. Lean onto the outside of the right thigh. Pigeon round two. So we're going to wiggle that right ankle forward 90 degrees and fold over the leg. Keep the back leg straight if possible. Lifting the back knee off the ground, rooting the toes. Use this opportunity to connect back with Ujjayi breath. And then lifting the heart, fold the right leg in, and bring that left leg across, Ardha Matsyendrasana, Lord of the Fishes twist. Exhale, twisting, turn the heart to the left side, optional bind. There's also the option to bind, threading the arm underneath the knee for those who can't reach the foot, or simply bring your hand to your hip. Inhale back to the center. Gomukhasana, walk that right foot by the left hip, stacking the legs. Okay, next phase is sitting the pelvis on top of the bottom foot. And we'll take that right arm up, binding the hands behind the back. If you can't bind, you can simply press back on your right elbow using your left hand. Get tall through the crown. Exhale, bow forwards. And then take the hands to the floor in front of you, Mayurasana. Leaning in, elbows to belly. Inhale, lift. Attempt to straighten the legs for a few breaths, holding the posture. Exhale to land the feet and switch it around. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, open the hip. Exhale, knee behind the left wrist for pigeon. Keep the pelvis raised. Lift the heart, hands outside the sacrum. Next phase, left hand reaches back for the right foot. Option to flip the grip, pitching the left elbow out and then up. And then consider both hands catching the foot. Keep gazing forward initially, lifting the heart up. Pressing the right hip forward while drawing the left hip back. The pelvis is lifted away from the ground as we hug the midline. With an exhale, release the pose. Sitting on the outer left hip, wiggle that left ankle forward, opening the knee towards 90 degrees, pigeon pose. Inhale, look up, back leg straight. Exhale, folding forwards, head down. Keep actively rooting the toes of your straight leg, lifting the knee off the ground. Inhale, lift the head. Fold the left leg in by the pelvis. And with an exhale, bring that right leg over and across, half Lord of the Fishes, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Exhale, twist. Left arm outside the leg, hand to hip, or binding. Gazing over the right shoulder, squeezing the right shoulder blade to middle back. Actively press your leg out into the arm, drawing the right sit bone towards the floor. That's the subtle counter action that we use once we're in the pose. Inhale, look forward. Gomukhasana. Move that right foot over to the outer left hip. You can either sit on the floor or raise your pelvis like I'm showing, sitting on the heel. Left arm up. You can press back on the upper arm bone with your other hand. Option 2, exhale, binding, linking the hands. Pressing the head back into the arm to open the chest. Tall through the crown. Next exhale, bow forward. Then sit up peacock Mayurasana. Hands are backwards, close to each other. Elbows to belly. Inhale to lean forward. Exhale, landing the feet. And then flip the hands around for downward facing dog. Hop the knees to the floor. Parallel legs, feet hip width. Rolling the shoulders up and back to camel, hands outside the sacrum at the top of the buttocks. Release the head back while lifting the heart. Laghu Vajrasana variation. So with the hands at the front of the thighs, exhale, lean back, and inhale, come up. And repeat about 5 times, going back on the exhale, and then inhaling to come up. Then we'll hold at the bottom. Your head can be hovering above ground to the degree that you're able to control. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands down, child's pose. Hands on the floor outside the knees. Relax the body. Relax the head down. Inhale, lift the head. And walk the legs back, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg, open the hip. Exhale, step forward, low lunge. Explore bending the front knee on the inhale. Exhale, reverse the bend. Again, inhale, open the arms like a cactus. Exhale, forearms together. And repeat a few times. And reversing the bend, hands together. Inhale, reach up, look thumbs. Option 2, keep dropping back, just like the previous pose. At some point, you can bend into the front knee a little bit more. And once you're maxed out, you might start to push off the foot, straightening the leg a bit. Hands reaching towards the back foot as the next phase. Quite a difficult posture. Stay in any of the previous phases. And with an inhale, come up. Hanumasana, half split. You can lean back, straightening the front leg. Option 2, slide the heel forward and lift the heart. Breathing steady. We're allowing the pelvis to turn a little bit towards the front left corner of the mat. So the back leg is turned out slightly. The hips are not square. Important thing to notice. Much healthier for your hip joints. Very slowly draw the legs back, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, hands to hips. Bend the front knee. Exhale, reverse the bend, lifting the pubic bone, pushing off the heel. And repeat. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, forearms together. Again, inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, forearms together. Repeat that a few more times. Notice how your lower back is feeling. And then joining the hands, reverse the bend, lift the pubic bone, reach back with an in-breath. You can pause there. You're welcome to keep on going, bending the front knee a little bit more. And if you're really comfortable in advanced back bends, you can start to gradually straighten the front leg, reaching for the back foot. Oh, I'm not going to catch it today. That's fine. Non-attachment. It's very important in these practices. We have to really tune in to where we are on a given day. Rise on an inhale. And exhale, hands down, half or full split. So we can lean back, straightening the leg. Or Hanumasana, sliding the foot forward. This is why we use multiple cameras. And notice how one side can be so different than the other. Be very compassionate. Back leg is turned out a little bit to help protect the hip joints. Releasing the posture, draw the left heel back, downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lay down onto the belly. Up dog, inhale, and hold upward dog. Grip with the fingertips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Knees to the floor, inhale. Kapotasana. Legs are just like a camel, parallel. We loop the shoulders up and back. Hands to heart center. And lifting the heart, inhale, reach back, bending the elbows. And then hold that position, breathing steady, bending and straightening the arms a few times. This might be the phase where you stay today. This is a great place to be. Okay, next phase, we bend the elbows and start to go back with the chin tucked. Keep the chin tucked through the whole movement. The hands can meet the floor at some point, but keep the head off the ground. Keep lifting the heart. Start to walk the hands closer and closer to the feet. If you feel any low back strain at all, back off. Be good to your body. Next phase, catching the heels. I recommend keeping the elbows off the ground here. Keep the lift of your heart. Allow your whole spine to participate in the movement. If it feels really good, exhale, elbows to the floor slowly. Keep the core strong as you breathe. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, sit back towards the heels, child's pose. Slowly bowing the head to the earth, hands on the floor outside the legs. Breathe into the back body. Inhale, lift the head, and then walk it back to downward dog. Move through your Vinyasa, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale, and down dog, exhale. Inhale through sitting. Exhale, lay down for bridge pose. Inhale, lift the arms over the head. Exhale from the core, pressing the low back down, hips up. Inhale, lower the arms. Exhale, lower the spine. Again, inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, roll up through the vertebra. Arms down, inhale. Lowering the spine, exhale. Again, inhale, reach back. This time, bend the elbows. Hands to the floor under the shoulders. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, press up, full wheel, Urdhva Dhanurasana. With the heels firmly rooted, start to straighten the legs a bit, sending the heart over the hands. Strong hamstrings. Exhale, top of the head to the ground. Try moving the hands closer to the feet. Inhale, come up again. This allows us to find that same heart opening, but with a bigger bend to the knees. Press your heels towards your hands to activate the hamstrings. Exhale, top of the head down. Inhale, come up again, round 3. Exhale, top of the head down. Inhale up again, 4th round. You might start to rock forward and back. If you're comfortable standing up, go for it. It will meet in standing forward bend, Padangusthasana. With the feet hip width, take your hands at the big toes. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold like a wave, bowing the head in. Again, inhale, roll up halfway. Exhale, folding. And again, riding the breath, lift the heart. Exhale, fold, and hold the posture, breathing steady. Bend the elbows out to the sides to awaken the upper back. Inhale, look up. Titibhasana variation. We're going to take the feet a little bit wider, turned out like a squat. And with an exhale, hold the back of the ankles, wiggling your shoulders underneath your legs. Gradually bring the heels closer and closer, as close as you can, and look towards your navel as you bend the knees. Actively press the arms into the back of your legs. This should be a really strong posture for your legs. Hand bouncing variation. Take the hands to the floor behind you. Inhale, lift up to Titibhasana. If that's too much, try Bhujapadasana with the ankles crossed. Exhale, sit down for Kurmasana. Keeping a bend to the knees, reach your arms underneath the legs, reaching out to the sides. And phase 2 is attempting to straighten the legs. And breathe. Then sitting by the front of the mat, exhale, lay down. Lift the legs to the sky, reach the arms overhead. Use an exhale to move from the core, lifting the hips, lifting the spine. Inhale, come down. Exhale from the core, hips up, legs up. Inhale, down. And continue repeating that posture. As flexibility and strength increases, we can go up higher and higher. Keep pressing the backs of the hands into the floor behind you. The exhales connect us with the core of the body, lifting the hips, one vertebra at a time. And then hold the pose. Extra challenge, bring your hands up to your thighs, close to the knees. Shoulder stand, holding the back of the spine with the hands. Raise the legs up. Exhale, plow pose halasana, lowering the feet towards the back of the mat. Continue supporting the back or interlace the fingers. With an exhale, reach back for your big toes. We're going to hold that right big toe, left leg squatting. Exhale, rock up, moving from the core of the body. And repeat. And we'll rock up and hold the posture. If possible, try to lift your pelvis off the ground, staying really heavy through the squatting leg heel. Option to catch the foot with both hands. And then release. We're going to hold the left big toe, straightening left, right leg squatting, lean back. Inhale, rock up from the core of the body. You can use some momentum there. And then exhale, laying back. And repeat. Take a few tries to find that sweet spot, but keep exploring this movement. One of the many ways to fold from the core of the body. And then we'll rock up and hold the pose. You're aiming towards the pistol squat, pushing off your heel, attempting to lift the pelvis. I've clearly found a weakness here in my own body. Feel free to use the floor for support. Can you believe I almost cut this from the video? And releasing the posture, roll down onto your back. Catch the big toes with peace fingers. Inhale to rock up, bouncing on the sit bones, and breathe. Try to keep your heart lifted, back straight. Lift the chin, gazing upwards. Bringing the feet together, knees out, bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Hands to the floor, just behind the thighs. Lift the hips off the ground. Squeeze the glutes to open up the hips. And then side bend over your left knee. The right hand pressing back into the right thigh, pressing against the inner right thigh. As long as the knee's happy. This can give us a really nice stretch through the lower back and right hip. Inhale, center, and exhale, other side, pressing the left palm against the inner left thigh as we lean over towards the right knee. Inhale back to center. Catching the feet, look up. Exhale, fold forwards. Breathing in Backbending. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, simple sitting. Yoga mudra, turning the palms up, thumbs and index fingers together. Straight spine. Alternatively, join the hands together over the lap. Let the shoulders soften down the back and breathe. Simply watch your breath. Allow the thoughts to come and go. Keep returning to the breath. Feeling the breath through the whole body. Shavasana. Straightening the legs out in front. Slowly lay down onto the back and take rest. Releasing the whole body into the floor. And be sure to give yourself at least 5 minutes. About 8 minutes is the sweet spot for leaving your body and coming back a little more peaceful. Thank you for practicing with me today. Hope this served you well.